Welcome to the Forward Podcast. My name is Thomas Shepard. Here's my wife.
Hello.
Tonight we're talking about Kari's sin.
Oh my word. This is why I wanted to come up with a title. You can't just.
Kari's favorite sin. We don't know what.
That was mine. Don't take that. That was my title, and you said we can't use that. Discernment.
You said Kari's favorite sin. Did you say Kari's
favorite?
I
did. I said we should title this one. It would be funny.
Maybe that's why it was in my head.
It would bring views that if I said, or listens, if I said Kari's favorite sin, and then next week was your favorite, Thomas's favorite sin, and you said discernment. We can't.
I don't
say
think
that.
we could use the word favorite and sin.
But you just did, and you took it from me.
All right.
That was
Let me
my
rewind.
title.
We're struggling
Your
with what
favorite
to...
sin is stealing and taking the credit.
I don't think it's called favorite sin, like worst sin, or
it's your favorite. It's the one that you keep going to, even when you try not
a
to.
Thief, thank you.
Yet you just blurted out my title.
Okay, y'all are gonna have to help us out. Although by the time this thing airs, it's too late. But we're struggling with what do we title this thing that Kari struggles with?
No,
Kari's big struggle. Kari's big back.
It's more like consistent struggle. It's not like huge.
There we go.
It's not a big deal. It's just like
Kari's
it's
very big,
consistently something
huge favorite sin. Gary's worst, awful, favorite, good, all the time.
never gets victory
never
over.
ending.
Wow,
sin.
You know what? I want to change mine out for a new one. We just built this one away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people are going to be
We
like,
cannot.
that's not
We
even a
already
very
have show
good one.
notes,
This is
babe.
going to be a boring one now. It sounds way more exciting.
Yeah,
than
but look
it
how many
actually
people already
is.
tuned in. We should have done a live on this one.
We should have. I can't wait to hear yours.
I have none. I have no sin.
I'll say your sin. How about that?
Holy opponent.
Shall I pick yours for you?
The most amazing Thomas Shepard.
Yeah. Instead of your
You
biggest
don't-
one, I'll just give a list of all yours.
We do not have enough episode time.
Not enough airtime.
We do not. Anyways, tonight we're talking about Kari, and we're obviously in no hurry to get to what your actual struggle in life is.
I've beat it.
So, should we just end the show?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I defeated my sin. We're done here.
Goodbye, Kari. What are we going to do today?
My favorite sin. Here it is. Drum roll, please.
Oh, that was actually pretty good.
I know. Can you imagine if you had asked me to do a
Okay,
drum roll?
drum roll, go, babe. Oh, wow, that was actually...
I think that was better
decent.
than yours.
Yeah, it's better than
This
yours.
night is
Kari's
just
is
changing.
competition, trying to be better than her husband and everything. Go ahead.
Who stole whose title tonight?
Who's
That's all
better
I
at
know.
sinning? I'm pretty quick tonight,
That was
too.
a good question.
There we go. There
Way
we
to go. You almost tricked me.
All right, girl, let's hit it. So we wanted to discuss just something that really everybody struggles with. But
Do you think?
oh my
I know
word.
a few people who do
Kara,
not.
I was looking over your notes. Really? Name one.
Well, I don't want to call their name out. What if they're
Aw.
listening?
Well, if they're not listening, that's their problem.
My sin is hurry. The sin of hurry and putting other people in a hurry and being like stressed all the time because hurry up, we got to go, hurry.
We struggle with this so much. We do it at meals.
Mm-hmm.
We do it with people.
Mhm.
Like we hurry through meals. Did you notice our kids? We eat out and our kids are like, oh, we're done. Let's go. Like, let's go.
They can't even wait for the check. We're like, could we pay our bill,
right.
please?
That's our fault. We've done that to
100%.
these poor kids.
Yeah.
In other areas, I remember Kari and I a couple weeks ago took a vacation with her side of the family, and we're day 2 or 3 in, and I'm like, Kara, what is wrong? And she's like, I literally cannot relax.
Yeah.
Like I am struggling not to hurry to the next thing, or what do we have, or I'm in panic. Like we've almost ruined ourselves. There's
It
no
was
other
like
comment.
there was nothing to stress about on vacation, so I had to continually send
Think of
my brain
something.
back to work and church and all the things. And like, I should have done that before I left. And I'm going to have to do that when I get home.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't. And I really do call it a sin because I believe it is. And I know I do
good.
struggle with it on
Yeah.
a personal level, but I know our culture struggles with it on a corporate level, on a national level. It's very difficult to be an American and not always be in a hurry.
Yeah.
That's just we're kind of known for it. And it's sad, but I think I've kind of taken it to the next level. And I do think our marriage has contributed to my particular addiction to hurry, because typically you marry your opposite, and we are opposites in a lot of ways. But in this way,
This way. Ways.
wow. wait, what? It's horrible when you can't get a tiny little word out. Like, what is the problem?
Man, oh man, Kara, we got to get this
I
episode
got
rolling
like a
here.
hot over that. Okay.
Okay.
What was I even saying?
Hurry.
I can't remember. The one I'm not in a hurry.
Yes, so we're very similar. We're opposites in so many ways.
In the WAS, we're opposite. This way, we are similar. Yes. We are both in a hurry all the time.
All the time.
And I don't think it's helped either one of us. Pull it together.
I'm trying. And, I apologize. Hold on. I don't hold on. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Then we've had a bunch of kids, and it was like we just had to hurry for a while because there was no other way to live. Nothing ever got done because we were waiting on our kids. So it's just been a struggle for me. Yeah. So let's finally jump into the outline. We're like 10 minutes into this show.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's go.
Okay, we're hurry up.
All right. Listen, hurry is and can really damage. It's not, I think some people listen to this like, yeah, okay, so big deal. We all are. We got to get our kids ready. We got to hurry to soccer. We got to hurry to volleyball, basketball practices, hurry to my grandkids. Like my mom and dad listen to the show. I think they do, still do. Mom hasn't commented in a while, so.
She's slacking.
Yeah, well, it's her fault of shitting. So I'll say this. Even my parents who are in their 70s are always in a hurry. Like they got a lot to do. Like we got to go. There's a lot of times we don't even find time to talk. And when we do, it's very quick, and we got to go. Like, let's hurry. Let's get this done. In my relationships, I do believe I'm a pastor, so I have to get around. I have to shake a lot of hands. But if I'm not careful, I become too much in a hurry, and there is some damage that does come from it. It's one of the greatest threats. It's a threat to our health. It's a threat to our relationships. In a big way, when we carry this over into the spiritual realm. It's absolutely detrimental to our spiritual health and growing in God. Yeah. And so I do love that God gives us wisdom on why this hurried life can be damaging.
I've created 3 points here, and some of this is honestly, listener, born out of my very recent struggles because, and we've talked about this some, I started full-time work June 1st of this year. And the adjustment that it's been in our lives,
it's been huge.
I have been in the biggest hurry for months now. And I have noticed these detriments sneaking into my life. And it just hit me literally days ago. And I thought, I want to do this for our podcast because I know other moms out there, other wives, other workers are struggling. And you know how I am. Like, I just want to be relatable. I just want to share what we're going through so it helps someone else. So this is very recent for me. But these 3 detriments have sneaked into my life. Snuck or sneaked?
Snuck.
No,
girl, come on.
Okay, I'll go with snuck. It feels off.
Sneaked in?
Sneaked in.
I don't think sneaked is a word.
You snuck into my life.
Yeah, there you go, girl.
Yeah. These have sneaked.
I don't think a sneaked is a word.
Go get your phone.
I can.
Have sneaked.
I'll look it up. You keep going.
Okay. These have snuck into my life. Yeah, I think you're right. And the first one is physical strain. He's getting his phone. But put my exact sentence in there. Don't just Google it. It's physical strain. More than the past tense of sneak. Physical strain. Constant rushing wears down our bodies and it neglects the rest that God has designed for us. We sacrifice health, sleep, and peace when we live in a hurry. And this has been dun dun dun.
We both could be rights. Yeah.
Really?
Well, I didn't read the whole thing, but that's what Siri said. It's past tense.
Okay. Either way, when we live in a hurry, it does put physical strain on us. And I think
Yeah.
you noticed that?
Oh, for sure in your life.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
such a good deep sleeper. People my age will be like, oh, I don't sleep anymore. I sleep great. And
Yeah.
in the last few months, I have been struggling to sleep well at night. So
Yeah.
the physical strain that it puts on us, and I wrote down this scripture verse here, Psalm 127:2. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep. And that's something that I've personally experienced, and I know you have too at different
Yeah.
times in our ministry, where it's you're up late, you're up early, and it's that hurried, rushed, I'm so important, I have to get everything done or the world's going to fall apart mentality. And that has affected my physical health. It really has. I said the other day, I looked in the mirror and I said, I look haggard. Like my skin looks, I just look strained. And I haven't looked like that in a long time. And so hurry and that stress that comes from always feeling like you don't have time to rest is a big deal on your physical body.
It affects our physical body in mind and spirit, both. Also our soul. All of it really is a strain.
Yeah.
But the thing that hurry does is it never allows our mind to really rest. And when our mind does not rest, this is where we make very irrational decisions. This is probably for me worse. My emotions come out. Some people when they're tired, like one of our daughters, they cry a lot. For me, anger comes out. It's not I'm not punching walls, but my fuse is definitely shorter when I am hurried through and just busy, busy, busy. I don't get the rest that I need. The emotional, I'm short. I'm short with our kids. I'm short with you. I'm probably not right with God. It definitely plays a toll. And then there's a lot of people who make a lot of bad decisions because they don't take the time to think through, even in our spending. These are the moments, we're so rushed. People used to take a long time. Even when we were young, you used to look at a magazine. You had plenty of time to think about it. Then some people literally would send a mail order in.
Yeah.
It was 6 weeks to get it in. 6 weeks, if you can imagine. I'm like, our
That's
Amazon's here
true.
within 6 hours.
Yeah, some of it.
Literally, it's the same day. But now we're so hurried, we don't make wise and good decisions.
Right.
And a lot of it is because we don't take the time to rest as we should. We don't
Right.
take time to make good, wise decisions. And it does catch up with us that there is a major physical strain. And God designed us to stop. God designed rest in our life.
Yeah.
And there's a physical strain, but let me talk about this, Kara. There's also relational damage that can come from being in a hurry. Hurry shortens our patience. It strains our relationship and prevents us from giving others the full attention that they really do deserve and need.
Yeah.
This is just me. I don't think our kids are listening. They'll probably never hear this. I'm just going to say it. I'll say it quiet so y'all can hear. It drives me nuts to hear our kids tell me their dreams. Not even our kids. Like when people are like, "Oh my word, I was dreaming the other night," and they start telling me their dream, I am like, I don't care. It's a dream.
It's such a waste of time.
That's what I always think.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, Nora, that's so cute. Or like, oh my word, London. Oh my word, London goes on forever. Our kids are right upstairs, so I'm trying to be quiet, but they go on forever. But it's always in those moments I'm like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Like, okay. Well, one time I did. They could tell I was in a hurry and I was pushing them like, hurry up and get this out. And I could tell they were hurt. It was either
Mm.
Nora or Rose. It was one of the twins. And I thought, since then, I've always listened. I listened like, oh my goodness, that's so crazy. Wow, I don't know why. It must have been something you ate, blah, blah, blah. But for us, it can hurt relationships, not just in hearing something, but people do want to talk.
Yeah.
I had an older man here recently tell me a joke that he has told me 50 times. I know the joke. Like,
Yeah.
you know the joke.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
told you as well. And I even thought I need to be intentional and just laugh and
Yeah.
just talk to this older gentleman who's in our life
Yeah.
that, I can't hurry him along like, oh, this doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, I get the joke. I've heard the punchline 100 times. It can hurt our relationships in a big way.
Mm.
But when we live this lifestyle that we live, where it's go and do and fast, and eventually it does catch up.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you another way that it can hurt. It can hurt with your kids, but it also can hurt with long distance relationships. I've realized with my parents, we don't talk near as much as we used to.
Mm.
And if I'm not intentional in slowing down and calling them, I'm missing a lot of opportunities that if God tarries one day, I'm not going to have,
Mhm.
whether he calls them home or calls me home. Like, we're going to miss those opportunities.
Mhm.
And when those opportunities are gone, they're gone. And no one wants to stand at a casket and be like, man, I wish I wouldn't have been so much in a hurry, or like, now it really doesn't matter. I would love to have that phone call.
Mhm.
I would love to have them at the other end, or at a ball game, or if we're not careful, the damages of hurry is there's a lot of relationship damage that is there that we cause
Mhm.
intentionally or unintentionally,
Yeah.
but it hurts.
Yeah, there's also part of what kind of got me thinking along these lines is I was listening to a little reel and it was about time management.
Mm-hmm.
And I think time management is a good thing, obviously. But I think, again, culturally, we've come to the point where, like, can we just be? Can we just be? Can we just be alive in this day and in this moment? And in the podcast or in the reel, the person was saying, that they had wanted to go to this class with a friend, but it did not fit in the schedule. And it was, and you had, in order to be successful, you have to stick to, your time management process. And I'm like, I also would just love to go to a class with a friend though. I mean, there's like, why are we in such a hurry to claw our way to the top of our own lives? And we get up there and we're all alone, and you're exactly right. Taking that time to listen to someone's dream or
I know.
someone's jokes. They don't put that in a pastor's manual. Like, by
Right.
the way, in your day when you're time managing, your kid's going to want to tell you a 5-minute dream. And then the old man that you speak to, every week at church has the same, like, they don't put time in there for those
Right.
moments when it's that connection that matters to people.
Yeah.
And you're exactly right. When we hurry our way through, everything's got to be done, at this executive level, and we've got to structure our lives to the point where you're going to structure people right out of them.
Right.
And that can so easily happen in the home when, you're hurrying. Number one, you're stressed to the point, hurry is stressful. Like
Absolutely.
it is my favorite sin because I think I, on some level, like to be stressed out.
Yeah.
I think it makes me feel important. If I'm rushing around and I'm going, oh, I'm just so busy and I'm trying to do that, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to handle all these things. Well, of course, everyone's going to think, wow, like she's got so much on
Right.
her plate. And someone said that to me the other day and I was like, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy that someone would apologize for speaking to me because I have so much on my plate.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous. Like, my life is not a plate.
Right.
It's you, it's people, it's moments
Yeah.
together.
And times really have changed. I remember I used to have somebody I worked with. He was a lot older than I was, but he'd always say, time is money. Time is money. Well, put time in. And this man always bragged about how busy he was.
Mm-hmm.
Busy. I've done this and I've done this and I've done this. And then I think it was John Maxwell that said, time isn't money, productivity is money.
Mm.
And it really is. You could be you don't have to be in a hurry. You don't have to always be busy to be productive.
Mm.
It's productivity comes from a lot of things, and one of those is rest.
Yeah.
Productivity comes from not being in a hurry, because when you're in a hurry, there's a lot of things you do halfway.
Yeah.
Then you got to come back and redo it when if you'd just done it right the
So
first
true.
time. And so once again, it leads back to I think we all really do enjoy the busyness and the hurry, and look at our lives.
Our
and
generation was so indoctrinated with that,
always,
right? Like it's so hard for me
especially in
to
ministry.
get out of my head
Yeah.
that rest is okay and that just enjoying this beautiful life we have is okay and we're not getting anything done.
Yeah.
When we took a walk, was it yesterday that we went on a walk? Yeah, through the woods
Oh yeah.
at Eagle Creek. And did you see, I am the fastest walker.
I know.
And I was at the back of the family
It was
the
weird.
entire time.
It was driving me nuts.
So many people kept, all of you
Yeah.
at one point or another, Mom, are you okay? Mom, are you okay? And I was like, I'm really not.
Yeah.
I'm really not okay enough to hurry through this walk. I need to slowly walk and I need to just be and breathe.
Yeah.
And it took me a minute. Like I needed that. And that's the first time I've ever walked behind our family. And it was so cool. It was neat to watch the kids. Like they're usually so far behind me. And I'm like,
Right.
come on, hurry up, hurry up.
Right.
And I'm wanting to do all the trails and we got to go on this trail. And this time I just watched everybody walk in front of me and it was so enjoyable. And that's just part of, sometimes you just have to do that.
Yeah.
Slowing down is definitely
I
beneficial.
think this is a really good spot to just kind of input. I think we all do need that in our life, is those moments of reflection, those moments of pausing. Even I'll just say this, I'll be honest, with our kids talking about their dreams, there are moments now that I just stare at them and I just take in the moment.
Yeah.
Like there will be a time I wish I had them back. I
Oh,
could hear those dreams.
Don't
you
even
know,
say that. I'm going to
I
bawl.
wish I could have those moments back where they're in my office and they've messed up all my drawers and written all over my sticky notes. Like it's annoying, but there are those
Yeah.
moments that you need to pause and reflect.
Yeah.
That won't always be there. I
That's
think
so true.
we used to always go in my dad's office and he would allow us. They were like old, remember checkbooks?
Oh,
And people
yeah.
had checks.
Yeah.
And dad would have some that whatever accounts changed or our address changed, and he would let us have those and write in them because they weren't good anymore. And I'm sure dad thinks about now, like how cool it would be to still go back to the 80s and the 90s and have
Yeah.
kids in the house. So I think like you taking that walk, we all do need those moments where we pause and soak in and let our memories our memory wrap around and put that in our hard drive. Like I want to recall this moment, because if you don't, we've walked hundreds of times before, and a lot of those we don't remember unless we took a picture. But by you pausing, slowing down your brain and soaking in the kids walking in front of you, now you've talked about it on the Ford podcast. Like your brain is engraving that. You'll
Yeah.
always have those memories
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But if we don't, we miss those moments of staring at our kids and seeing their little face and
Yeah.
a front tooth missing and talking about their crazy dream. Like one day we're gonna miss that.
Yeah. That's
But
true.
if we're in a hurry, we're going to hurry ourselves right into the grave. And Kari goes right back up with our first, the physical strain. If we're not careful, we will hurry ourselves into an early grave
Yeah.
because it's bad for you. It's
Yeah.
bad for your heart. I mean, we're in our 40s, Kara, and how many people our age are having ablations and
Yeah.
heart problems? And it's because we're in a hurry. We eat bad.
We're living stressed.
We live on way too much caffeine.
Yeah.
We don't get walks in nature. We just.
How dare you?
What are you doing?
You said way too much caffeine as
Oh.
I sit here with my Diet
I'm
Coke.
sorry, you're pushing it out of the way.
Like, get
Why are
this
you
out of the
drinking
shot.
that at midnight, anyways?
It's not midnight.
I'm drinking water. I'd like for
Yeah,
everybody to
right.
know. For real,
There's no way that's water.
girl. Look, isn't that crazy?
That is the first water I have seen you drink in like
I know.
6 years. Good job for you.
I was in a hurry.
You just
It's the
grabbed
closest
first
thing there.
The girls took that up to.
Yeah.
No, I was
Go ahead.
noticing tonight, we brought home the food after church to eat, and my brain was already in like, okay, get these kids fed, get them upstairs. We got to record our podcast, and it was
Yeah.
like, I was kind of just in my brain, like, we got to hurry, we got to hurry. And did you notice, like, you and I both just sat down, the kids turned on a show, we were both
Yeah.
kind of nibbling and munching on food while they watched. And I purposefully made myself like, this is their evening too.
That's cool.
I'm not going to rush them up, go, go, go.
Right.
And it was hard, but
It is, and in
but
your
we're doing
mind,
it.
yeah, you almost have to reprogram
Yeah.
because you are pulling your hair out. The hike yesterday, I'm like, come on, Kara. Oh, you're soaking in. Congratulations. But let's go. Let's move. Let's do
I
it.
know,
It
it's hard.
it really is
It's
very
hard.
tough.
And at
Very
the
tough.
end of this, I'm going to give one little tip for each point that we made to help.
Okay.
Okay. And the scripture for that point is, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. So it's funny in that verse, the only thing we're supposed to be swift or quick at is hearing, listening, but slow with our words and slow with our anger. And when you're in a hurry, you are definitely not listening well. And you're not, like you said, your anger comes out. You're talking a lot. Blah, 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 let's go. When you're slowing down, you're able to listen better, and it does. It helps and it boosts relationships. And then the third point is the damages of hurry cause spiritual and emotional loss. When we fill our schedules with constant activity, we crowd out prayer, reflection, and stillness before God. Hurry leads to anxiety and emptiness rather than peace. And that is so true. And it's what I have been experiencing this summer. And it's not the fault, I don't want anyone to think, oh, see, she got a job and she's working now. And so all of this is, falling apart. It's not that our lives have fallen apart. In many ways, it's gotten better, but it's definitely me finding my balance. And I know you had this experience when you switched, career paths back several years ago. It's finding your balance, but it's also realizing that, like, no matter how much you want to give to your new job or a move, or even sometimes if you have a new baby, you still have to remain still before God in your spirit. Like, you have to have this mindset of, I still have to come before the Lord. And even if it's not, an hour like it used to be, I'll get back there one day. But even during this extra busy season or this transition in life, I still have to make that priority, and I still have to make that important.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. I love that God leaves us a scripture. It says, be still and know that I am God.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Lord knew in every time period that there's going to be the rush, the go, the do, the survival. And even though we're not fighting as much for survival every day like past centuries, we still are surviving. It is trying to keep up with everybody else. The constant the constant hurry of, we have to do this, we have to keep up with this, we have to buy this, kids have to be here, and to finally you just feel like, man, just surviving each day. You get in the bed and you're looking at 5.5, 6 hours of sleep. Yeah. And I'm just going to try to make it through. And here's God that says, hey, in all that hurry, you forgot who I am. In all the busyness, the one person that could have helped you through, you never spoke to, you never talked to. Yeah. The one thing that's going to help us in life lead and has never been wrong is the word of God. We never cracked it open. Yeah. And here's what he says, you want to know me, you need to be still for a little bit. Yeah, but I got to hurry, God. You know my, God says, I had a busy schedule too. Yeah. I had to save mankind. Yeah. But I still went in the desert for 40 days. I still took time to go to friend's house, Mary and Martha, Lazarus. I still took time, Matthew 5, take the disciples up into a mountain and train them. Like, God and Jesus in his short ministry still took time to rest. And he had a lot going on. And here, once again, is a reminder for us, you got to stop. Like, we have to take the time you're a business owner,
Mhm.
you're a mom, you're a wife, you're a pastor's wife. You got a lot going on.
Yeah.
You're a podcaster, like
Mhm.
you're a teacher, you have a lot going on. And yet God says, Kari,
Mm.
you're my daughter. You
Yeah.
have to slow down.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, once again, it is going to hurt your relationships.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt your physical health, and it definitely is going to hurt your spiritual and emotional health as far as who you are or
Mhm.
who God wants you to be. Your
Yeah.
identity is then all over the place.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's where it comes to, you get to the point where you're so hurried and you've rushed, and that's the thing that you've pushed out of your life, the very thing that
Yeah.
can help you. And that's the very thing you have to return to.
Yeah.
And it's just,
So,
it's simplistic, but it's so deep at the same time. So the 3 little helps, if you're experiencing physical strain from hurry, number 1, find a way to rest. That rest is going to be the biggest key. I know a couple nights ago it was a long hot shower, and then I went to bed early, and I hate to go to bed early.
yeah, you do.
I have such FOMO, even with my own family. I'm like, what's everyone doing? I didn't get to say goodnight. And you were like, go to bed. So get that rest in there and shut off screens, pull your shades, like go old fashioned, put your phone in another room to charge, but find that physical rest.
It's good.
And then if you're experiencing relational damage from hurry, do something that takes a little time with your family, your loved ones, your parents, whomever. Play games. Games are a great way to force you to stop hurrying, right? Because you have to go through the process. You're with other people. Take a long walk like we did the other night. Do something that makes you slow down physically, but also relationally connects you to someone else.
Yeah.
Today,
It's good.
I went outside on a Sunday afternoon and I sat outside in the sun and read a book. And it was just that forcing of like, I'm going to stop and I'm going to be, present. The kids all came out, they're bumping the volleyball. And, we had that time where we were in each other's presence. And, the long walk the other night, like it heals your relationships to do something with another person. And then and we kind of just went over this, but if you're experiencing the spiritual and emotional loss, look, whatever it takes. And I've said this before on this podcast, when we first had the babies, like I just did whatever it took to be in God's word. Listen to it on your way to work. Listen to it when you wake up in the morning. Put it on your phone playing as you go to sleep. Like whatever it takes to get God's word in your heart and in your mind, do it. Do that thing, and that will help.
It's good. It's good. Would you recommend the Ruthless Elimination of Hurry?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kari read a book over the summer. I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was last year.
It might have been
about
last
a year ago.
It's called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. Not sure the author. Something Comer.
Yeah, I think it was John Mark Comer.
John Mark Comer.
It will punch you in the guts, though, so be ready.
I might try to get that in our show notes, but really great book. There's
Fantastic.
several others who have read that book.
Fantastic.
Man, that's a good read.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, I hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you haven't put this in 2 times speed. You didn't try to hurry through it. Isn't that funny? We can't even watch or listen to things without, we got to hurry. So slow down this week. Hope this will be a help to you. Let us know where you struggle. Mm-hmm. And Kara, thanks for sharing this tonight. It was really good.
Next
really
week.
Good. That's awesome.
What's your sin?
My sin.
Because this was mine. What's yours?
I don't know, girl. All right, what are we going to call this episode? I got to know.
I already said you. That's
what'd you say?
You.
Kari's favorite?
Yes.
Kari's favorite
That's
sin.
what you said at the
All right,
opening.
y'all. If I call it that, y'all know that Kari won. All right. Hey, thanks so much for listening.
Have a great week.